Specifications Toolbar. This section is unique for every supply type. It is referred to as the spec fields or label value fields. These are additional search and filtering criteria for all supplies. When creating a group of supplies, as in the example we have been using, there are only minor differences for each of the supplies. Shown below is the spec named paper. There are many different types of paper and label values. For the paper we are describing, we are not using the label values of color and item class. If you select the I symbol next to the label field, it will turn it on or off. By turning the label on or off, it will display as halftone. If the label value fields are left blank, then they will not be shown in the specs of that supply. The remaining label value fields will be used for the supplies attached to this group. All values entered for the labels are ported down to all supplies created within this group. The values that have no information in them are typically different between the supplies and are entered for each supply created. Blank values will not display for a supply, even if turned on. When creating a specification for any type of group or supply, you should consider adding every label value that may apply to the supplies you will be generating. If you later add a new label value to any specification, it will add to all the supplies and groups previously generated with its label value spec. Change spec. When you first create a group or supply, the spec name will default to none. You have the option to create a new specification or use an existing one created for a different group or supply. Once you have a spec selected, you have the options to rename, duplicate, or modify the fields. Rename spec. This will allow you to rename the spec. Duplicate spec. This will allow you to duplicate the spec and create a new one with all label values. Modify field mode. By selecting this button, the following screen will display. The pin symbol allows you to change the label name. The X symbol deletes the label name. The arrow symbols allow you to drag the label to any location. Keep in mind that the order of the label is the order in which the item specifications will be displayed. When you are finished modifying the labels, you will need to select the Exit Modify Column Mode button, selecting a previous input value for a label. By selecting the box under the I symbol, a drop-down with all values for any label previously entered will appear for you to select from. Add field. This button allows you to enter a new label value for the spec that is displayed. Text editor. Every value shown below has a text editor offering multiple features. To gain access to the text editor, just hover over the box and select the paragraph icon.